In this training video, we're going to go over some less common scenarios that occur, and that is when potentially a customer, maybe their ticket is pre-authorized, and then they decide, you know what, I want to have one more glass, but you've already pre-authorized the card for a specific amount. We're going to show you in this video how to be able to add more items to that ticket, even though the credit card has already been pre-authorized. This could also happen, for example, if perhaps there was just simply a mistake made on the ticket and the card was pre-authorized, but the customer realized after you had already pre-authorized their card that there was a mistake and maybe they were overcharged, or we forgot and undercharged and forgot to put something on their ticket. So this circumstance, we're going to want to try to minimize the amounts of times that we go in and add items to a ticket after it's pre-authorized, and we'll explain that in a little bit. But first, let's get started. Let's assume that Robert Hammond is in the store and he is ready to go, ready to receive his ticket. So he would like to receive his ticket. So open the ticket, and we're going to go ahead, and he is a club member and he's asked to use his credit card on file. You've reviewed the ticket, you know that it's accurate, and he would like to use a card on file, so I selected Get Card on File and Pre-Authorize. We're pre-authorizing this wine club's card, and then Robert's friend comes in and he decides, you know what, I'm going to stick around for one more glass. So in order to add items to this ticket, when you open the ticket, it's going to only give you this screen where you can add the tip amount and post-authorize the charge. However, there is this item called Void Pre Authorization. So if you select the Void Pre-Authorization checkbox and process Void Pre-Auth, the ticket will be reopened. And the reason why I say that we want to minimize the amount of times that we do this is because our point-of-sale system, when they pre-authorize a card, it, for many customers, gets put on their bank statement immediately as a pending charge. So if you pre-authorized Robert's card at $11.96, he could very well have his phone there and get an alert that his phone was pre-authorized for that amount. And then when you go to charge him again, he's going to get hit with a second charge, and it could appear to the customer that they are getting charged twice. However, what happens is the first charge is on there as a pending charge, and when you post-authorize the second time, that customer's charge goes through, and the pending charge will fall off their statement, but it could take up to 3 days for that to fall off their statement. So you really don't want to be overusing this because it could really confuse our customers. But Robert's a regular customer. He's aware. We've explained to him, don't worry, the $11.96 that we pre-authorized is going to fall off your card if it's currently showing. And he decides he's going to get one more glass of house red. So we add that to his ticket, and now he's actually ready to close. So we're going to go to charge the card, get the card on file, pre-authorize his card, and then come in here and close the ticket by post-authorizing the charge with whatever amount of tip he leaves. So you add the tip in the tip amount and post-authorize the charge. Once post-authorized, card will go through. And when you look at your sales tape, Robert Hammond was charged for $20.95. So his credit card at this point in time could show the $11 and some change, as well as the $20.95, even though the $11 charge will drop off in a couple days. This is how you void, we call it voiding a pre-authorization. And again, this could be used if a customer chooses to receive more wine after their ticket is already pre-authorized, or perhaps there was a mistake on the server side in what they charged the customer, or maybe a mistake on how much tip they put in if they accidentally fat-fingered and put the wrong tip in when they pre-authorized. You're going to go in, post-authorize the charge, not post-authorize, you're going to go in, void the pre-authorization, and the ticket will reopen. You can continue adding items or close the ticket immediately with the correct charges and correct tip amounts. That is it for learning how to void pre-authorizations. And as a reminder, this is just a task that we very rarely will need to use, and we do try to minimize using void pre-authorizations, but it is there should you come across a scenario where it's needed.